Hi, it's Wendy. I'm going to be showing you how to make our Chevron bookmarks today. They're pretty neat designs and they're pretty easy to do too. So when you get your kit, you'll have a little bit of a written instruction, which is nice to follow by. And also you'll get a collection of some construction papers and a glue stick and a pencil and a ruler. So let's get started. I'll show you how to make them. They're really fun. All right. So what we'll do is we'll start holding our paper lengthwise, the vertical way. We're going to measure in 1/2 inch and cut a couple strips. So I'm actually going to lay my papers one right over the other because I'll hold them really tight to cut them. But if you feel more comfortable doing one at a time, go right ahead. So we're going to need 2 strips of each color. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 1/2 inch and then 1 inch. Come down a little further and mark 1/2 inch and then 1 inch and then a little further. That way when I connect these 3 dots, it's a pretty straight line. My measurements will be pretty good. So here we go. 1, and then the next 3 dots, 2. So there'll be 2 1/2 inch wide strips of pink and of black. I'm going to hold them tight together. There we go. And then we'll go right ahead and start cutting. And then this next strip. So you have lots of construction paper left over, so if you practice and make one, it's not perfect, you've got plenty of paper to make another one. There we go. So 2 and 2. I'm going to start with the black first, and I'm going to glue, get my glue stick out, to glue my top 2 corners, just a little bit of glue on that edge, and then this one. And I'm going to be gluing it to make a pretty great right angle corner there. So 90 degrees. There we go, 90-degree angle. And then I'm going to glue the pink paper on top to continue. Just a little bit further down, a little glue, and a little glue. And I'm going to line them up to go right along the edge of this black and right to the edge of the paper there. So line up the edge there. And then make sure it's straight. Oh, I'm going to pull it in a little bit more. There we go. And now on this way, I'm going to line it up this and put, right to the edge, right to that edge. There we go. There we are. So now I've got my 2 colors ready to begin. And what you do is you start folding over from the outside in. So my outside color is the black right now. I'm going to be folding it in, and it actually bends over to line up right next to there. And I don't know if you can see how this is coming here, that I'm going to line it up, make sure it goes right up against the pink paper. And then pinch it down. Make sure that it's straight. There we go. Now I'm going to fold over the other outside edge. Line it up right against my pink. And then pinch it down. Whoopsie daisy. So there we go. So when I've lined them up both these ways, along here, this crease, it pretty much keeps it straight. So now the pink is on the outside. So I'm going to take that and fold it in and over and line it up and pinch it down. Take the next pink, fold it over, line it up. I'll turn my hand away this way so you can see better. And pinch it down. So there we go. So it's making sure that our lines are straight here too. So it's pretty simple design as you get the hang of it. And if you think, oh, it's getting a little bit loose right there, I'll put a little glue so that when I fold the next color over, it will snug it down and hold on to it, which will be really nice. There we go. Line it up and pinch it down. There. So that little bit of glue does help too to hold it once you've done it. So I would say go ahead and you could glue every single one. I wasn't being careful on this first one here, so I did not glue every single one on mine, and they are holding together very well. But if you really want it not to jostle around or loosen up as you're making it, go ahead and put a little glue stick. And just keep taking the two outside colors, folding them up and over, lining them up so they're straight down, and pinch that outside edge. So let's continue on. I'll go down the whole length of this just so that we see the whole design. I'm not going to stop to glue each one, but it gets pretty easy as you get going. You'll get used to the folding over bit, and just keep going until you run out of paper. Now, if you took your construction paper and did it horizontally, you'd come up with a shorter bookmark. As you can see, these are different lengths. Whoopsie daisy. So you can choose which one you'd like to have. I actually like both. I like, for a good hefty sized book, I would probably like that longer one. For paperbacks, you might want the shorter one. So it can be done either way. So here we go. We're almost getting down to the bottom yet. You'll see your outside edges are getting smaller and smaller. I'm not being perfect. And actually not being perfect is okay, because you can glue the edges, those little sections, each time you go, and that will hold them in place and make it a little bit snugger and more precise, clean fold of a bookmark. So you decide how you want to. As you can see, I'm getting really close to the end, and then there's going to be little pieces, and you decide if you want to just glue at that point and trim, or turn it over and see if there's a way for you to take the black and fold it back up, or fold it this way. I think I would like to trim it. I think that makes it a nice little ending there. So let me do a little bit of glue, and then I would trim it along these edges. There we go. There, so there we go. And you could pop a little hole right there in it, or you know, tie a little string. If you had yarn, we'll put some yarn in the craft also. Maybe not this colorful one, but we can put some craft yarn in here for you too. So put that through and just pull the loop and put those two pieces through and tie it up. So it's nice to be able to pull your bookmark. So there you go, your Chevron bookmarks. I hope you enjoyed them. I think they're pretty cool. I love to use bookmarks. It saves having to dog-ear those pages, and keeps your books neat. So have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.